Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another episode of This Week in Kyrix. This is for the week of Wednesday, January 23rd, 2009. And we are about to start a new map, because last week we finished the other map. And I've been playing that map recreational for a while now, and it's fun. Of course we're doing solo, because none of my friends play this, and I probably wouldn't have them do it anyway. Alright, there's a map, that's the one, Gravity Drive. Now, I've heard this one's interesting because it's one of the two zero-gravity maps, but also it doesn't have a furnace, it has an airlock, and I just kind of want to send things hurtling out into space. This, yeah. So, let's talk the elephant in the room. I got big news this week. I have, as you know, been going through vocational rehab, which has sent me to job placements. I'm actually going to read this time. Oh, there we go. But, okay. Come on. Hit okay. But anyway, I have spent, oh dear. Okay, that's doable. But yeah, I've spent some time in dealing with, again, vocational rehab and shit like that. Trying to get a job lined up and so on. Alright, let's find out where everything is. First things first, I know where the bucket dispenser is, that's good. This one's gonna be a mess. What the hell did this used to be? So anyway, really, that's the thing? Oh, okay, here we go. No, that's not it. There's gotta be more to the map than just that. Oh, here we go. Here's something. An elevator. Would they really have me go downstairs like that? Oh, okay, I'm about to say. Is it gonna do zero gravity shit at some point, or? Alright, but anyway, I've been going through that for some time, trying to get something going. And, oh, that's gonna take some getting used to. And anyway, I finally had a hit. I finally had some feedback from them. I think I mentioned last week I had interviews with Save-A-Lot and Walmart. Well, something has come of all that finally. Okay, what have we got here? This looks very much like a control panel. Alright, and anyway, like I said, I've had some success in that field. I had an interview with Walmart, I had one with Save-A-Lot, and I pretty much aced both of them. And that's really cool. Oh, this tastes like, yep. That is exactly what I thought it was. Okay, let's start getting this shit piled in here. Nope, get back in. Get back in. Anyway, I have, I basically aced both the interviews, and then it was a matter of which one do I want to prioritize, and I prioritized Walmart because they're paying so much more. Like, it's the difference of $8.75 an hour versus $11 an hour. You know. I mean, there's just no comparison between those things. And yeah. Ooh, I got a progression because I walked places. That's fun. Anyway, is it gonna stop now? Okay. Doesn't stop on its own. I see. And anyway, I went in, I did my interview shit. I'm sorry, I keep doing the same thing over and over again because I'm distracted by the outlet. The interface. The interface is distracting me. Okay. Anywho, yeah, I've, the Walmart's not the best location. It's on South Side, which is incredibly out of my way. But again, they're offering $11 an hour. I've heard things saying that it'll soon be jumping to $15 an hour, which is really good for me. That's pretty much the end of every money trouble I've ever had, right there. And what is this, Chinese food? And I aced the interview. They're like, okay, let us get this information, etc. We'll send you an email, for the background check. Do the background check, and you should be golden. And yesterday I got the call. Orientation is tomorrow at 9 in the morning. And I'm super jazzed about that because that's pretty much what I was waiting for. That means that I do my orientation, I bring in my bank info, and I'm employed. I have a job. I did it. Well, that shouldn't sound too important to a lot of people, and you'd be forgiven for not being super excited for me, but keep in mind I had to go to a company basically to get to the point where I'm employed. And one of the roommates was joking, like, they get a tax credit for employing you. It's like, that's got to be kind of disconcerting that you're only employable for tax reasons or something. I'm like, I don't care why I'm employable. I don't care if I'm employable because I have 2 vowels in my name, The point is, I'm employed. I don't care how I got there. I really don't. The fact of the matter is, I have a job. Now, the question is, how well can I keep it? And it's not that I really doubt my ability to hold this job or do this job. It's just that it's important, and I'm paranoid about it. That's basically what it's summed up as, Okay, so all I have to do is not be moving when I let go of shit. That should be easy enough. Let's get all this miscellaneous garbage out of the way. I wonder, will it let me do that without closing the door? It probably will. I'm not going to fuck with it. I'll watch everything get sucked away. And there it goes. But, yeah. $11 an hour. I fucking made it, people. Ooh, I want this. I want this a lot. Because it's fucking dark in here. Man, fuck the body parts. There's just a lot of miscellaneous trash in the air here. Oh, so much for that. Yep, this is gonna take some goddamn getting used to. Big time. I could very well see myself playing this for the next 3 weeks, just getting all the shit out of the air. Fuck the mop and bucket, just cleaning up all of this. So, this does come with its own problems. My hours, for example, are not the best. I'm working from 2 to 11, which means I can take the bus there, but I gotta ride the bike back, or take an Uber or some other means of travel. I can't just, hop the bus. And that's going to suck because this is quite a distance from my house. It's not conveniently located, although I have heard that within 6 months I can transfer or try to transfer to a more convenient location. But again, if I can reach it, I'll work there. Because now this I don't like ooh, Fatso crisps. I don't like when people try and get super fucking preachy about shit. That's the reason why, well, one of the two reasons why I could never eat at Subway. Because Subway was so far up its own ass. Like, I don't know if you watch those commercials. Oh, there's my mop and bucket. Well, my bucket anyway. But they would have commercials like, yeah, I'd like the fat ass at the side of Thunder Thighs or something like that. I'm like, no, you want, just. But no, the real reason that I could never truly eat at Subway is I can't stand the smell of the food. I know instantly, like if I walk into a Walmart that has a Subway, I know without knowing ahead of time that there's a Subway in there because I can fucking smell it. And it just gets my stomach all blarked. Not a fan of that place at all. Again, get all the trash out of the air. That's first and foremost. Then I'll see about any side missions and sweeping and shit. Because I have found through my own playtime that that is really the best way to go about shit. Is get everything moved and incinerated or tossed out the airlock in this case, and then get on with shit. But yeah, in Evil Science, there was a lot of shit I missed. Like there was the 3 stackings. There was stacking the wet floor signs upstairs, stacking the cryogenic cylinders, stacking the med kits, both of which were downstairs. Then I missed. Apparently, you're supposed to use the laser to weld all the bullet holes shut, which I didn't do. Yeah, I missed a lot of shit. This level wouldn't be so bad if it were more brightly lit like Evil Science is. Say what you will about that level, at least I could see what I was doing most of the time. Oh, god damn it, so much garbage! I literally almost said, who fucking cleans this place, and then I remembered it's me. And suddenly all this clutter makes sense. Speaking of clutter, I got tired of yelling at the cats all the time for getting into all my shit on the desk, so I finally straightened my desk. Still not perfect, but it's a damn sight cleaner than it has been. Now, fortunately, janitorial duties are not part of my job at Walmart. I don't think. I am what I have been playfully referring to as a truck monkey, which is to say I do the loading and shit. I am responsible, near as I can tell, for offloading the truck, getting shit organized. I do zoning, and I might do stocking? I don't remember. I probably do. I'll know tomorrow. But as far as I'm concerned, concern number one is getting through day one. Because if I can get through that first day, then I can get through the second, and the third, and the fifth, and the 27th, and so on. I mean, maybe that's naive, but that's how I see it. You know, it's just... if I can make it through one day, I can make it through more. And I will make it through as many goddamn days as it takes, which is all of them. I have no idea what my status is on holidays, on, sick days, which, let's be honest, I don't get sick that often. And of course, Let's Play fans of mine, all two of you, will say, well, that's not true, Kyrix, you're sick all the time. No, I get stuffy and shit all the time. I'll get a cold. We're talking debilitatingly sick where I can't do shit. That's the kind of shit that happens like once a year. If it happens at all. All this blood is fucking with me. I'm used to having a nice clean workstation, damn it. But I know if I start mopping now, I'm just going to make a mess of it when I bring the rest of the bodies down. I do have to say, zero gravity aside, I am really liking this airlock mechanic. God damn it! But I'm not a fan of the zero gravity mechanic itself. It is a pain in my ass. Because some of this shit is perfectly content to stay more or less where I leave it. Like that barrel. I set it down, it's happy to live in that corner. This barrel, also happy to live in that corner. Fucking torso, nope, gotta dance. One of my comments on a video way back when, probably made it like 2 to 6 months ago, I actually got some likes today on a thing, and I was looking at the comment string, because after a while YouTube stops telling you this shit. I really need to make it a point, like once a week, to manually look through my community section and see that I haven't gotten more comments. But it was basically saying, debunking creationist shit, like, oh, we don't have all the links in the chain, therefore you can't say evolution. And my response is, we don't have all the links in the origin of cake, it doesn't mean I can't bake a fucking cake. And I went through, something I've talked about a lot is the origins of cake. I'm mildly obsessed with it. Generally speaking, any talk of evolution will eventually devolve into me talking about cake. And for those who haven't heard me go on this little rant, basically, I am obsessed that it took a crazy person to invent bread, much less cake. I mean, let's look at this. Wheat is borderline inedible. I mean, you can eat it, but you're not gonna want to. You can eat all sorts of shit that you don't want to eat. So you've got wheat. It's like, oh, this tastes like ass. Maybe if I hit it with a rock. No, now it tastes like powdered ass. Okay, let me put it in water. Oh, that's horrible. Fuck it, I'm just gonna set this on fire and hide my shame. Oh wait, that turned out edible. And then bread, and then from there cake. We'll probably never know the person who invented bread, what was going through their mind, why they thought to combine those ingredients, etc. But it doesn't stop cake from being a reality. And a lot of people had a lot of fun with that comment in a good way. Like, someone really got a kick out of my phrase, powdered ass. And my response to that is, oh, you should hang out with me. This is what I do on a daily basis. Oh, this is an ID tag. I know what to do with these. I do. These go into the checkout machine. But speaking of shit like that, let's talk Pokemon. And I'm sad to say, there is a possibility that yesterday was my last Pokemon League. Because I don't know my schedule. And while I'm going to try to get Tuesdays off, I'm not going to try that hard. Which isn't to say that I don't care, it's to say I care about getting paid more than I care about Pokemon. I mean, perfect world, I would have every single Tuesday off all the time, every time. Except when the library's closed, then I'll just come in and I'll work that Tuesday, I don't care. But I am not about to jeopardize in any way, shape, or form my job just to play Pokemon. You know, I've cost myself... Oh, Jesus, shit. Oh, fuck, I'm flying. Yeah, I've cost myself a job trying to do that for HeroClix because of Paul. Shouldn't have said a name. But yeah, basically one of my friends, I tried to get Tuesdays off, tried to insist on Tuesdays off for a job, and it basically cost me that job, because I all but had that shit in the bag until then, and I will not do that again. You know, I would love to have these days off, but I don't really care, especially when I say, oh, I've got an open schedule, but give me Tuesdays off. I'm going to say flat out, in a perfect world, I'd have Tuesdays off. If I can't have Tuesdays off, can I have a couple off? If I can't, oh well. You know? And it wouldn't even be that bad if my schedule weren't literally all goddamn day. And it is. Fortunately, and without even focusing on it, I have been able to stay up from those hours with no problem. I'm more or less looking at waking hours of noon to midnight for my job, because there's travel time and all that shit involved. Okay, we're going to take this down. Oh, is this not a Vorpy gun? Is this not a toy for me? It usually is it not? Yeah, we're just gonna set this aside for now. Now, I don't need to use this elevator, but I'd rather not fly through a bunch of bullshit. Literally. Alright, let's jettison all this crap. So yeah, Pokemon League, and it's sad because last week's league was not, or yesterday's league was not all that great. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but let's just say if I had to choose what my last league would look like, it wouldn't look like yesterday. Because only a handful of people showed up, I didn't have that many matches. There were good matches for what it was, you know. I mean, I had some of my usual opponents. It was pretty good. I actually won a couple of them. I didn't bother to track those wins simply because there's every chance that those were my last wins, and it won't matter anymore, you know. But yeah. But I am really, truly, super goddamn excited about work. I mean, seriously, I'm actually excited because I can... Oh, Jesus. So much for that being easy. Fuck it. Going up. Oh, this is disorienting as shit. Oh, this is bad. Motherfucker. I gotta fly through all the goddamn gore. I didn't want to fly through the gore, but I have to now. You know what? It's better to get that shit on the walls than on the ceiling, or than floating through the sky, rather. God damn it, I needed that! And now I lost it. Oh, there it is. Wonder if there's a way to reset the gravity. Because if there is, I would love to. I mean, yeah, it'll make some of this travel a pain in the ass, but if I can reset the gravity, I fucking will. Where's my sign-out sheet? Oh my god, this is bad. This is so bad. There is nothing about this that is good. Yay. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, there's another shaft here. Ugh. So yeah, we're gonna go downstairs and make a huge goddamn mess. And I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do with this machine over here. Because if I can, I'm gonna. Okay. Alright, first things first. Let's actually mop the shit out of this. Yes. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Oh, so much better. Oh, that just makes everything better. Oh my god, yes. So much gooder. So, let's go away from the somber I may never play Pokemon with my friends again argument and have some fun. What did I do that was fun? I did Star Trek League. And oh, that was fun. I didn't win, not by any stretch of the imagination. I think out of like 8 people, I came in like 5th. But it was fun, and I found out something cool. It turns out, one of the better players who goes to lots of not league events, but like worlds and shit, has actually used part of my build. And my build has actually been very popular. Like, everyone's been pretty intrigued by it. They're like, oh, dude, can you send me a copy of your build? You know? And being, you know, the nice guy I am, I'm like, sure, I'll share my build with you. Specifically, the Pegasus. The Pegasus being an Oberth class ship, for those who aren't Star Trek nerds. The Oberth class is a very low-end, at least to my estimation, science vessel. It's not a big deal. It's not a very pretty ship by any fucking stretch of the imagination. But it gets the job done, to an extent. And anyway, the Oberth class is, during Kirk's era, during the original Star Trek, the Oberth class was a very low-end ship. You know, it's not a good ship. I mean, I don't think a whole lot of people saw that they're stationed on an Oberth class and went, woo, you know. But for some reason, and I have made cracks to this extent several times, it is an immensely agile ship in Attack Wing, and in Star Trek Online. My first exposure to the Oberth class was in a game called Star Trek Starfleet Academy, where it is decidedly not that. It is a slow, clunky, bulky, sluggish vessel, and the greatest joy in my life was the day I was transferred off of it. But in Attack Wing, it's a good little ship. It's not a powerful ship, not by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Which is how it ended up in my build. My build is called Little Ship's Big Teeth. Every now and then I'll get it in my head, hey, let's see what I can do with this vessel or this kind of vessel. And in this case, it was a simple matter of, can I take little ships that have 1 to 2 attack dice and make them dangerous? Because there's a ship that's in my build is called the NX-01, the Enterprise, from the show Enterprise. And the NX-01 is actually a pretty good ship. It's, if you're getting into Attack Wing, I highly advise you make it a point to get an NX. Because it is in fact a very good little ship. You can do a lot with it. It's a very, very agile ship, very hard to hit. A lot of players of various levels, like you'll get the high-end guys, you'll get the lower-end guys, you'll get the middlers like me, you know. We all like the NX because you can build the most annoying ship in the game with the NX, because it is next to impossible to hurt this thing. Because it starts off with three defense dice. And this is in a game, or is it two? It's 2 or 3 defense dice in a game where 1 is the standard for the Federation. And so, right off the bat, you've got a huge edge for not getting hit. Then, you have a unique card. Well, not necessarily unique. Almost any Federation vessel can equip it. It's just that the NX is uniquely qualified to equip it. It's called Enhanced Hull Plating. And it's a 4-point tech card that says if you're not cloaked and you have no shields, you can take up to 2 auxiliary power tokens to cancel up to 2 hits. So on top of those 3 defense dice, you're canceling 2 hits, which is a potential of 5 dice ignored. Well, first off, the NX has no shields and it doesn't cloak, so you're already set up to equip that card. Secondly, though, the NX, specifically the Enterprise NX-01, has a card, or its card says you could equip this for free without requiring a tech slot for it. So you just have Enhanced Hull Plating if you want it. And let's be honest, you fucking want it. Because why wouldn't you? It's a free card. You lose absolutely nothing by having this card on. And then of course you want your defenders. You want Hood Riker, you want Tiny Price Sulu, you want Voyager Paris. Because not all 3 of them. You only want Sulu and either Riker or Paris. Riker is the better of the 2. And what they do is Sulu, for the cost of your action, will add 2 more defense dice and the ability to convert a battle stations into a free dodge. And Riker is another defense die. Remember, you cannot add or subtract more than 3. So that means your 3 defense dice right there. And he also converts a battle station. Unless for some reason your captain is disabled, that he converts 2. And rolls 2 extra dice. So now you're up to 6 defense dice, 2 free cancels. Of course, that leaves the problem of when I use those cancels, I have all those auxiliary power tokens. Well, that's where Montgomery Scott, that is Scotty, from the Enterprise A comes in handy. Because his job is to, you know what, we're going to mop some of this shit. You know what, we're going to use my bucket. Because I think all this red is starting to fuck with my camera. You know. Because there's only so much this shit can render at a time before it just starts having a goddamn fit. And I think I've reached that limit. So yeah, Scotty's power is you can disable him to flat out ignore the placement of a token. Like, oh, I don't want a token, I'm going to use Scotty. So now, instead of 2 Oxes, you'll have an Ox and Scotty will be disabled. Well, then you get a captain with Captain Skill 5. I use Tuvok from the Delta Flyer. And you equip a resource called Captain's Chair, which says, hey, as long as you don't do a red maneuver, you can remove a disabled token off of anything you want. And the downside is you need a printed Captain Skill 5, which Tuvok has. So you just do a green maneuver, and then you'll clear an Ox, and you'll get Scotty cleared. So boom, that's 2 Oxes taken care of. Then here's the tricky part, and this is the thing that would make this build expensive as hell to do in real life. You also have exocops, 2 of them. And I forget who else there is, but there's another crew you have on there to give you the other tech slot you need. But the 2 exocops say, during the setup phase, which is the first phase when you're, or not setup phase, but the planning phase, which is, you know, when you pick up your dials, you decide what maneuvers you're going to do, that kind of shit. Oh, I have made progress toward the bloody hell achievement. But yeah, the exocomp says during the setup phase, or I'm sorry, the planning phase, you can put 2 time tokens on the exocomps. Time tokens say You put this token on, and at the end of the phase, you take one off. Once you have no time tokens, the thing is available to use again. But you put 2 time tokens on Exocomp, and you heal a hull of your choice. So you can basically flip a crit, you can get rid of a normal hull damage, etc. Well, I have 2 of these on there, so I can shrug off up to 2 damage. Here's the kicker, the NX has 3 hull. So, as long as I don't have 3 damage, I can heal to full every 2 turns. And that is a source of a great deal of frustration to anyone who has fought this team. Because my NX will just dance through all these attack dice, and then you'll finally land a hit, and it won't do shit to me because at the start of my turn I just heal it. Matter of fact, the guy who created the tabletop sim board that we used for League was my second round opponent, and he was making half snarky comments like, the most powerful sub-weapon in the game, and this thing fucking ate it. This Warp 5 vessel, which is what I keep calling it, because it is, but I keep joking that it's only a Warp 5 ship. It's like, this Warp 5 ship took 2 of them. It tickled that NX. And it's true, it did. He hit me with it, and I think I dodged all of it the first time, and the second time I took 2 hits. And then I just healed them, and it was like it never happened in the first place. But I joke about the little ship's big teeth, saying it's the finest vessels that 22nd century Earth has to offer. Or even that 20th century Earth has to offer, and that makes it doubly funny because the Oberth class is a 23rd century vessel. But it's such a shitty ship that it is... I just joke that it's something Archer would have flown. The sad truth of the matter is that if the Oberth had been brought back in time to Archer's era in Enterprise, it would have been this unstoppable juggernaut of a vessel. You know. and I keep making cracks about the Oberth. It is not a bad ship. It is just not a ship you want to be in a fight in. You know. It's actually, for what it is, for a science vessel, it is a very good ship. You know. And in Star Trek Online, if you happen to be playing a science officer and you have the $5, get the Oberth, because, oh my god, that's a good little ship for Star Trek Online. My friend and I were playing together, and I had the Oberth, and my friend was stuck with the standard Miranda, Centaur, Antares build, whatever it is, you know, the standard free lieutenant vessel. And I, of course, was running the Oberth, and I was running rings around it. My shields were just ridiculous. My friend's having trouble, and I'm like, here, I'll take the damage, and I'm tanking my ship and my friend's ship, you know. Which, that's something you might see in action in the near future when I get my job. I am going to start shopping around for allies, as it were. I have long since had a dream to do this, and I'm finally gonna, which is I want to do a premium run of Star Trek Online as a Let's Play, where I'm going to get me and 2 other people, and we're going to go through the Federation first, and other races later, and we're going to run all the premium vessels. Like, I've already got all the escorts, you know. And I could just do this myself and do it 3 ways, you know, like, oh, I'm going to do, this is the science run, this is the tactical run, etc., but I'd rather do it as a 3-player event, where one of us runs all the escorts, one of us runs all the cruisers, one of us runs all the science vessels. And, you know, it's like, okay, we've graduated to Lieutenant Commander, let's talk about our ships. So what did you think of the Constitution class? What did you think of the Oberth class? What did you think, or what did I think of the NX class, etc.? And just, you know, just give our honest opinions. Fucking dip the bucket of how these ships are. Like, hey, here's what the special console was. Here's what the tactical abilities are. Here's how good the shields are. Would I recommend this? How much does it cost? You know, like, because basically they go in $5 increments. So if you're starting the game as Lieutenant, it's like, oh, would I pay $5 for the Constitution class? Abso-goddamn-lutely. You know, it's a good little ship, and it gives you these permanent leveling with you blue phasers that you can get an unlimited amount of, you know. So while you're working your way up to the max levels, you can use these free things that level with you. They're not as good as, say, the higher end shit you can get, but you don't have to stress about, oh, I need a level 30 phaser. No, it's just, hey, I'll use the Connie phasers until it's time. You know. Would you recommend the Defiant? Oh yes, because that quad cannon is really good. You can only use one of them, but it does a lot of fucking damage for a tactical vessel. You know, and just so on and so forth. And we would rate the ships on, like, okay, here's what the aesthetics are. This is how pretty the ship is, you know. Here's the shields. How durable is it? You know, here's the weaponry. Are the weapons good? Here's the console. Is the unique console that you're paying for good? And in the meantime, we'd be showing off, like, the special races, some of the bridges, some of the costumes, shit like that. And basically, the whole Let's Play would act as a buyer's guide. It would also show off, like, here's Star Trek Online, here's what it is, here's this mission, here's how cool it is. But also, hey, is it worth it to spend this money on this thing? Yeah, next step is going to be completely cleaning out the airlock. You know what? Fuck it. If it respawns me, it respawns me. Okay, good. I do just have to press depressurize. There we go. But, yeah, the first round of League was a draw for me because neither me nor my opponent could do shit to each other because I had the Pegasus and the Grissom, another Oberth, by the way, and the NX, and he couldn't land a fucking hit. Because the little ships build, the Oberths are both rocking 3 agility, the NX is rocking 3 agility. The whole build was about not getting hit. Because the NX, I've already gone over what the NX is. NX is, I'm rolling 6 dice, I'm doing 2 conversions, I've got 2 free cancels, and the ability to heal 2 damage. The Pegasus has a phasing cloaking device, so I can run through whatever things I want. You know, no obstacles are going to bother me, unless they're weapon obstacles like minefields or Tholian webs. Ships, I don't lose my action when I fly through a ship, I don't lose my action when I fly through an obstacle, when I fly through a planet, etc. I'm rolling 4 extra dice, so I'm rolling 7 defense dice because of my cloak. My captain allows me to re-roll 2 of my dice. It would have been 3, but I'll get into that in a minute. 2 of my dice, each defense roll. Savick, one of my crew, allows me to re-roll a blank if I'm near a planet. And Quark, who is one of my crew, but he's never on the ship that long, he is sacrificed to smuggle in an item called Advanced Cloaking. It's a Romulan device. And what Advanced Cloaking does is it lets me fire while cloaked. And I can stay cloaked at the cost of an auxiliary power token. Now, as I've mentioned before, mechanically, to clear an aux, you have to do a green maneuver. Well, the thing about the phasing cloaking device is you're only allowed to make green maneuvers. So that's not exactly a penalty. So basically every turn period I'm clearing an aux. And so yeah, I'm rolling. Motherfucker, give me that limb. I'm rolling 7 dice, I'm re-rolling 2 of them, 3 if I'm near a planet, and I'm doing 4 dice because of my weapons. And then the Grissom is, again, I'm rolling 3 dice standard. I've got Tom Paris to let me roll a 4th. And my captain says that if I have an evade token on, I get to roll 2 more dice. And what an evade token does is I can sacrifice an evade token and get a free dodge. So the problem with that is if I sack the token, I lose those 2 dice. But I'm basically rolling 6 dice and a free evade. So yeah, that's pretty goddamn cool. And the Grissom's got 2 exocomps, the Pegasus has 1. So yeah, it's a fleet where you can't hit me, and if you do hit me, chances are I'm not going to feel it in a turn. So, there's not a whole lot of point in hitting me. You can, but it's not going to do you a whole lot of good, because in a turn it's going to be meaningless. And that's the whole point of the build, is to frustrate the shit out of you. Now, there are some big problems with the build, and I have run into them a lot, which is that it is very luck-based. It is basically a coin flip. I mean, you could literally, every attack, instead of me rolling all this dice, you could just flip a coin and have me call it in the air, and that decides whether I live or die. You know? And while that's not completely accurate, it's not that far off either. Also, there are a couple of weapons where you don't get to roll dice against them. You just take damage. And if I run into one of those, the fleet's fucked. It just is. Because 2 of my ships have no shields. The Pegasus has no shields because it has to drop them to cloak. And the NX just doesn't have shields to begin with because it was in service before humans discovered how shields worked. You know. Which is really fucking strange to me because the Klingons and the Vulcans both have shields. You know, you think, yeah, the Vulcans don't want us to get beyond Warp 5, but you think they'd at least give us shields for our ship. And that makes little to no sense. But hey, Enterprise, for as much as I love the show, and I do, had a lot of flaws. I won't pretend otherwise. But I do love Enterprise. I do love the theme song. That's something that comes up a lot with Star Trek fans in our group. It's like, oh, Enterprise, the theme song is garbage. I'm like, no, it's not. The theme song is exactly what it needs to be for a show like Enterprise. It's this upbeat, uplifting, hopeful song. Basically, if you watch Enterprise, the song is called Faith of the Heart, and it's basically about, you know, you have all your struggles, but you pull through at the end. That's basically the gist of the song. You know, it's like, and that really is Star Trek to me. It's like, oh, it's so not Star Trek. I'm like, listen to the lyrics. Don't just, oh, this is a song. No, fucking listen to what the song says, and you realize it is the most Star Trek song on the face of the goddamn planet. With the possible exception of Star Trek. But no, I legitimately, unironically adore Faith of the Heart from Enterprise. Oh, there we go, I finally grabbed it. Yeah, I found out recently that was a thing I could do, is just grab it before it hits the ground. Can I have a bucket? Thank you. I do like that on this map it spoils whether or not you'll get a bucket. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to turn the gravity off to clean that, aren't I? God damn it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to turn the gravity off at some point again, just to get shit clean. So, I watched another anime with a friend of mine, made that friend watch Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid with me. And that was fun. I finally got to see the whole thing, because for whatever reason, I would consistently stop watching around episode 10. Usually I get sidetracked into something else, I'd get bored and wander off. Not that it's a boring boring video, it's just I get sidetracked very easily. Like, I still have to finish Gundam. And I was having fun with Gundam, I just haven't finished it. That is to say, the original Mobile Suit Gundam with Amuro and, you know, the white base and all that shit. Why aren't you lifting off the ground? Are you seriously making me drag this fucking thing? Every other body in the game I can lift just fine, but this one I gotta drag? Bullshit. You just want me to make a mess, don't you? At least I wasn't tracking footprints this time. Alright, there we go. I'm about to say there's some inner tubes around here somewhere. Ah, shit, I gotta clean out the elevator too, don't I? God damn it. See, this I can lift. Why? Why can I lift that but drag the other thing? See, next we're going to clean out the elevator, and then I'm just going to start moving body parts. Maybe get some fucking buckets down here for cleanup. I'll turn the gravity off and start scrubbing shit again. I do like that that's an option to just turn off the fucking gravity like that. It's definitely an interesting mechanic once you get it, you know, used to moving in it. God damn it, stop! Getting blood all over my nice clean floor. Of course. You know what? No, I'm gonna clean it now. I'm gonna suck all the fucking blood out into space too. Save me some trouble. Well, let's cycle the goddamn airlock. I just want to make sure it doesn't leave blood tracks everywhere. God damn it! So much for cleaning that up. Alright, fine. It's just gonna be messy. Alright, let's get this... Oh, icky, icky, icky. Get this elevator area cleaned up, I guess. Also, I know how, but how the fuck did the top of this machine get all icky like that? God damn it. I can't have nice things. Did I get all the... No, I didn't get all the crap over here. Shit, I didn't even get all the blood. Swoosh. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. Not at all. Oh boy. Zero gravity really has its own flukes, doesn't it? Elevator's gonna be a goddamn horror show, I just know it. You know, on the plus side, it's easy to get shit down here. I could just throw it down a hole. Just go upstairs, chuck everything down the fucking hole, and be done with it. Just a matter of mopping up there at that point. It's gonna get bloody anyway, why not? You know, it's only a matter of time on this video, since there are controls in there, before I just space myself just to see it. Not that I haven't killed the janitor before. I've done that in the Christmas thing. Threw dynamite in the fireplace and made the mistake of not getting out of the fucking room because I'm like, I wonder if it'll explode. And it didn't for a couple minutes. I'm like, nah, because I forgot that I'd never thrown dynamite in there. I thought I had before. Turns out, yes, it will explode. And then I had to clean up my own body. Which was an experience. Tell you, a few things in life really prepare you for cleaning up your own corpse and tossing your own head into a furnace. It is a very sobering experience, let me tell you. I do like that this boombox starts off, as opposed to the Christmas one, which I have been known to throw into the fire just to shut it up. Yeah, I'm purposely not looking in that elevator because I don't want to see it. Now this hallway is going to get really goddamn ugly soon. Because that's the hallway where I'm going to be chucking shit down. Basically, once I get upstairs, it's going to be throw shit down the hallway. Oh, no. No, bits everywhere. Throw. Okay, I draw the line at the door. That airlock can be a horrible place, but the door needs to stay clean. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yep, there come the footprints. Yep, there they are. Fucking footprints. All over my nice clean floor. So glad I'm not a janitor. I'm not good at it. I am atrocious when it comes to mopping. I just am. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having a job. It'll give me something to do during the day, which I really don't have right now. I could use some fucking structure in my life. Money's good. I'd like to have food. Because I don't dwell on it much, but I really do live perpetually on the verge of starvation. You know. I am not in a good place nutritionally. And I don't even just mean like, oh, I eat a bunch of crap. No, I don't eat enough. Because I just don't have it. I mean, generally the first week or so of the month when I have money, like I have money and I have food stamps, that's when I eat good. And then it just degenerates to the point where I'm eating like once a day at best. Some days I don't even get that. But I'm looking forward to being in a state where I have food all the time, where I don't have to go without. It's like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat something. Not, oh, do I have food in there? It's, what do I want? Oh, I have nothing. Let's walk down to Save-A-Lot and get this. Let's order a pizza. Order a pizza. As in, it will come to my door. And I don't have to go pick it up. That would be fucking lovely. To order food. I can't remember the last time I ordered food. I don't think I ever have. I mean, I know the process. I'm not fucking helpless. But I don't think I've ever had the kind of money to just fucking call up Domino's or something and get myself a pizza delivered to my door. And I would like that to change. I would love to be in a position where I could just decide completely out of the blue, I want chicken. Not, oh, I don't have it, but I really want to treat myself to this. It's, hey, I have money, I'm going to go to KFC. There's a lot of places I'd love to eat at, but I don't have the fucking money. We have a Darien next to us. I'd love to get ice cream from there. And some more of those fries that I like so damn much. But they're too expensive. I only get that shit when the roommate wants something. It's like, hey, can I get a cheese fry? Yeah, okay. I'd love to go on my own merits. Just walk into Darien, order a fucking cheese fry, and be done with it. And that might be a reality in a month or so. I've already told my friend, my buddy from forever ago, the one I was the best man at his wedding. I've told him, when I get my first check, we're going to find days off that we both have, and we are going to barbecue. I'm going to spend more money than is reasonable on meat, and we're going to fucking barbecue, because I want to actually eat something and not be on a fucking budget. I want to walk into Walmart and not say, okay, I have $40 or I'm going to starve, I want to come out with $60 of meat and not give a shit. Just once. I mean, I'll be more financially responsible with my next paycheck, but god damn it, I've earned the chance to fucking splurge, recklessly. I fucking earned that. 8 years of goddamn poverty, I deserve something like this. How come I can lift this one? Bullshit. Oh, the ceiling depresses me. Half a mind to turn the gravity on right now just to mop it. Or turn the gravity off, rather. Bits are in places bits should not be. So basically, I'm gonna finish up the elevator and then we're just gonna call this video for the night. For the week. And the next video will hopefully not be, I lost my job. No, it'll be talking about my job and the fact that I have money now, and maybe I love my job. That'd be nice. I'd like to like my job. I'd like that quite a bit, actually. But hey, who can really say? I definitely don't want to be one of those people who bitches about their job all the time. It's like, oh, I hate my job's garbage. Well, guess what? It beats not having one. It really does. And I do have the ability to pick up extra shifts, and I could very well see myself doing that. I mean, in an ideal situation, I would potentially be picking up 6 days of work a week. And I don't even know if I get overtime. I just really would like to have money. Because I don't know if I mentioned this, but I got the thing that my hearing for my final appeal on my disability is in May, and I'm not getting that shit. It's not a thing. So whether I like it or not, May is going to be the last month of that shit. It just is. So it's up to me to self-sufficiency now. And again, it's going to be nice to have money. I'm actually hiring another friend of mine who has... I don't know if the video he was in ever aired, but it's Reaper. He's been trying to do his own lawn care thing, and I've been sick of how the outside of this house looked for a long time, and I basically said, hey, I'm going to talk to my roommate and see if he'll let me hire you to do our yard. And he will. So it's just a matter of... I told him it'll be a couple months before I have enough money to comfortably spend on that, because I've got debts to settle, bills to catch up on, that kind of shit. Shit that ideally would have been taken care of years ago, but it's just completely beyond my means. I told him, once that's done, I'm going to hire you, and you can come here and work the yard. And he's like, can I put a sign in the yard? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Check with the roommate. He doesn't give a shit. So, I'm going to have a yard that I can be fucking proud of. And anyone who knows me knows I'm not a fucking neat freak. I'm a function over form guy. I very much am. If it works, I usually don't care how it looks. So for me to be concerned with how this yard looks should give you a hint as to how this fucking yard looks. It looks horrible. It looks so bad that I'm mentioning it. That I have had it as a goal of mine to get a job just so that we will get some fucking yard work done. Because the roommate's not that fixated on it. He basically pays the neighbor $20 every week or so to fucking mow the lawn. I told him, no, we're going to get some work done on this place. And it weirds me out because he's normally such a neat freak. Like, he will obsess about how the inside of the house looks. And I'm like, dude, only our friends ever see what the inside of this house looks like. And they really, as a rule, do not care. Generally speaking, your friends are your friends because they don't care how your house looks. Meanwhile, the entire world's driving by our house and judging it. You know. Because if you look at our house compared to the neighbors, oh, we live in a shithole. You know, and I love my house. I really do. I like the inside of it. I like living here. You know, but... ooh, it doesn't look good for the outside. That's for damn sure. It just boggles the mind how you can be so fixated on the inside of the house and not care what it looks like from outdoors. You know, the thing that everybody fucking sees. I mean, I suppose you could make the argument that he doesn't care what strangers think, but let's face facts. We all care to an extent what strangers think. Where the fuck am I picking up blood from? I've mopped everything over here. Why am I still stepping in blood? Where is there blood? Where? Where is there fucking blood? I'm apparently still stepping in blood. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I'm guessing what it is there's blood upstairs and it's tracking as being downstairs. That's the only thing I can fucking imagine. Which means I have some mopping to do upstairs, because I'm sick of tracking this fucking blood. We're done with this. There's no more blood to be tracked. What? Phone. Who? Who the fuck's on Twitch that I should care about? Oh. Apparently it's not on Twitch. Apparently that's the noise that Discord has decided to make today. Never made that noise before, but okay, what the fuck do I know? No, don't even start this shit with me. So don't you even start this fucking broken elevator ass bullshit on me. Okay, you know what? That one I'll give you. That one snagged on a bit. Oh, Jesus. Where'd that bit go? There's that bit. Yep, I'm gonna want a bucket for this job. Cycle that. But yeah, I do have to take a look at what my schedule's going to be to see what kind of recording schedule I'm going to have. Because I do plan to do some more recording soon. It's just, I don't want to get too locked into things and then find out that I have no days free to do them in, you know. This needs to fucking stop right here. And it's going to stop. I'm going to make it stop. Yeah, the game is detecting some sort of blood puddle, a bloodle, if you will, somewhere, and it's getting on my feet. And it's got to be upstairs, because sometimes it doesn't track the difference between floors. Okay, good. Is this not? Are you fucking kidding me? Or is this... Okay. Nope, this is downstairs. This is abso-goddamn-lutely downstairs. Why the shit? Don't even start with me, game. Upper level. You broken down hunk of crap. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this thing. It's enraging me, though. It's absolutely pissing me off. Fine, I'll put the bucket right here. Are you happy, game? I'm going to stab someone if that doesn't stop soon. Fuck it, if I have to button mash anyway, it's coming on board with me. Come on. Is this it? Is this what the blood's tracking? Nope, that's not it either. Oh my god, I fixed it. Oh, sweet monkey Jesus, I fixed it. Okay, that's progress. Alright. Progress has been made. Oh, there's my laser! Or a laser. Is that my laser, or is that just a laser? No, I think that's a laser. God damn it, I want my laser. It's not in every level, apparently. I mean, it obviously wasn't in the Christmas level, but... Alright, we're going to put these little tabbies in here, into the machine, and then we're done for the day. I know I've talked a couple times about being done for the day, but for realsies this time. Promise. I mean, after all... Oh, shit. What do I got to stack here? Hope it's not all those boxes I tossed out the window. I mean, it could be. Probably is, let's be honest. Maybe it's the weapons. I don't know, usually the game... I say usually like I played more than 2 fucking levels of it. Usually the game doesn't give a shit about generic boxes and cubes and shit. And by cubes, I mean those little hexagonal things that are... Well, let's face it, they're D20s. Normally the game doesn't seem to give much of a shit about them, so I don't think that's what I'm supposed to stack there. I don't know, I'll probably look it up later. Yeah, see, now that I've got the gravity back on, this place isn't all that fucking daunting. I mean, it's not good by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not as bad as it could be. Give me that. Give me that. Want. There we go. Oh, Dr. Sam Neill. Shouldn't he be in, like, a dinosaur level? I think he should be in a dinosaur level. Yeah, this is definitely a level I could see myself playing recreationally. You know, go downstairs, turn the gravity off, go back upstairs, chuck everything downstairs, and start cleaning shit. I wonder if all these levels are inspired by specific games. Like, Evil Science really struck me as Resident Evil. This one feels kind of Dead Space to me. Alright, now I'm going to put this in the thing, and we're going to sign off before I get myself sidetracked again. Because part of me is like, no, clear out that hallway. No, if I clear out the hallway, I'll be done. Because then I'll just chuck everything down here, and yeah, I gotta save something for next week. There are only so many levels in this damn game. You know, I was about to talk about how irresponsible this was, but it's no more irresponsible than, you know, torching literally everything. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this. 20 minutes overtime. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.